Thank you, Instagram. We're live on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, and everywhere on Facebook, my fan page, Automate Your Success Coaching, and my Instagram page at Neni Chacin, and Twitch at Neni Chacin, and Periscope at Neni Chacin, and in YouTube, Neni Carolina Chacin, my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Another day of Songversation where I sing and coach at the same time. My name is, as you can see, Neni Carolina Chacin, and I am a professional singer, jazz and gospel singer, and I am a coach that teaches you how to optimize your life and how to automate your business. And I'm here today one more time. Been here every single day since April, from Tuesday to Saturday, bringing you a half hour, and on Saturdays 1 hour in Inglés y en Español of singing and coaching, where I give you motivation, where I give you tools, I give you strategies to cope with this situation, what you need to do now to succeed, what you need to do later to succeed, what you need to do today, tomorrow, and to reflect about the past and use those reflections to go forward. And I want to sing you a new song for you in the Songversation, and I want to give you all my heart today because I have a lot of content to share. Tengo muchas cosas que compartir. Me quiero compartir una canción muy linda que me encanta, muy antigua, todos la van a reconocer, pero here it goes. 'Cause mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know. There's just no getting over you. I know I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. But baby, can't you see? There's nothing else for me to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide. Since you pushed my love aside, I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My head is saying, fool, forget me, him. My heart is saying, please, don't let go. Hold on to the end. That's why I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. Ooh, but now there's nowhere to hide. Since you pushed my love aside, oh, I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Ooh, hopelessly devoted to you. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. I love this song by Olivia Newton-John from the time. I love this song. Me encanta esta canción de Olivia Newton-John. I used to sing it when I was young, when I was in that time. I love this song. And that song tells me more about our spirit. Because our spirit is to be devoted, to be out of fear, to not regret things. Es una canción que habla de cómo nosotros vamos a hacer, vamos a estar todo nuestro ser dedicado a eso sin temor, sin regrets. I love you all. Thank you for watching. I'm Neni Carolina Chacin. Today, this week, we've been having this amazing sponsor for the week, Mario La Barca, Mario Arte y Vida in Instagram. Let me put it here on the pin it. Mario, let me see. It's hard to type with this thing on the thing. Mario Arte y Vida. Let me just put it here. Let me add it here to Instagram and pin it. Hold on one second. Mario. Let me put it here. I just want to give him a shout out because he is the painter of all these beautiful paintings. And today I'm going to give you a tour of all the paintings that I have here. So I have a little setup and I'm going to try to move it around and show you the different paintings that I have. I have about 13 paintings or so. But he is an amazing painter, artist, a musician, and a poet. I read some of his poems this week, Corazón de la Montaña, Heart of the Mountain. And he is a painter in Venezuela. He survives. Today is about how to be an artist in uncertain times and how to be a business person and an artist in uncertain times. It's very, very, very crucial. Muy, muy, muy crucial de cómo ser un artista y un negociante en estos tiempos de incertidumbre. So I want to give you a tour of his paintings. He's an amazing painter. You can follow him at Mario Arte y Vida on his Instagram, and you can direct message him if you want any of his paintings. I'll show you a little bit more about his current paintings that he's been painting during the pandemic, so you can see what he has available. But he has a ton more, so just send a message to him. I've been promoting him and sponsoring him. I don't get anything. Everything is for him because I want to support the artists everywhere in the world where there's very lack of a lack of money, a lack of marketing, a lack of projection to the outside world. I want to help my people from Venezuela as well. So I'll give you a tour. I'm going to disconnect here a little bit from the cables from power. Not the inner power, but from electric power so that you can have a tour of it. This one, as you can see here, these are Neni's Garden 1 and 2. He named them after me. And I love them because they have lots of flowers. It's all abstract work. Then I'm going to show you these ones. This one, if you can see, ozone layer. And this one is another one, a beautiful one. This is one of my recent ones from 2014 that I got. You can see my medals there. You can see from the Instagram, you can see my medals from the triathlons and the running races that I've done. Then you have also here Signs of a Desert, which you've seen yesterday a little bit. And you've seen this one. This one you see. Show you in Instagram on Instagram and on the web. I have two devices, so I have to kind of paint out. And this one is called Ave Maria, which was one of the first paintings that I fell in love with at the beginning. I'll tell you a story about this painting. This is not the first painting I had, but the first painting I bought from him. And I bought it along with the frame and everything. And then this one, of course, and I'm going to go into this room. This one is Corazón de la Montaña, which I showed you the other day. It's a big one. And this one is a big, very, very, very big one. It's my bed, actually. But let me see if I can show you here on Instagram, on the web. It's huge, 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 beautiful paintings. And this little one, well, this little one on the side, right on the left. Let me see if I could hide. Yep, I can hide. Yep, and this one here, another one made in the Venezuelan Alps. And all these paintings are amazing. Whoop. And the last two are these two paintings. this one, these two. Let me see here. These two paintings, Planet Earth, and another one made in the Alps. Those are the paintings that I have in my house that I've collected throughout the years. There are a ton, and I have two more in Paris actually stored in my storage rooms over there that I left over there because I couldn't really bring all my stuff, of course. But I have some more in Paris. In any case, I wanted to show you some of his art so that you can see the beautiful things that he has painted and his art and everything. And I'll share with you those on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. I can show you here. Here are the paintings that he has. Let me see. Some of the paintings that he has created right now. And you can see here beautiful faces and the faces that we couldn't see. And that's Mario right there. Like those are, in Instagram you can't see, but on Facebook there is the picture of Mario with a huge painting that they have all these available for you. You can order directly and you can send him a message, encourage him, tell him that everything is great, and you can get any of these through direct shipping from there. They're amazing prices. So I'm going to tell you the story about Ave Maria, that painting that you saw. So when I left Venezuela, my salary from 2 full-time jobs as a professional software engineer and a trainer, I was training people on software, on computers and everything, full-time at night and weekends, and during the day I was working as a software engineer in charge of the whole computer department and informatics and the system and the software for the stock exchange. Installation, software maintenance, training, everything of the stock exchange back there. And those 2 jobs, plus my singing, with recording in the studio and everything, only gave me $200 a month. So $200 a month, that's what I was earning back there. And when I left Venezuela, I saw that painting, the Ave Maria painting. And I loved, one of the things that I got really, the reason I have all these paintings is because when I used to visit my friend, because Mario is my friend, he's been my friend for the longest time. He's actually 60 years old now, and it's an amazing energy and shape to do all the things. He plays tennis, he does yoga, he does all kinds of things, and he's a vegetarian actually. So I used to go to his house to visit, and his house was covered. All the walls were covered with his paintings. And the feeling that I got when I was in his house with all these colors around me was like so much joy. I had so much joy just to be surrounded by all these lines and colors and bright colors. As you can see, all his art is very bright and colorful, like my hometown from the Indians. Influence from the native Indians from there. And he does all the stuff. And, there's a little poor connection here and on Instagram. Yeah, it's back. So I vowed that when I would have my own house, my own place, that I would cover all my walls with his paintings. I vowed that. So there was a painting that I saw. I used to sing Ave Marias every weekend, every week, for funerals and weddings and communions. I was hired by the church over there to sing. I would have maybe 10 services that I was paid for. And I would sing for all the masses and the funerals and the weddings and everything as a soloist for all the Ave Maria. I sang Ave Marias to my heart as many times as you can ever imagine. It's one of my favorite songs to sing. And this painting that he had in his house was beautiful, and I really was drawn to it. I'm like, one day I'm going to be able to buy this painting. Now, if I had $200 as a salary, I had $200 as a salary a month from all this work. And I asked him, how much is this painting? And he said, it's $100. Oh my God, it was really a lot for me. And I said, you know what? When I'm going to the United States and when I have my first salary, please save this painting for me. Save it, and I'm going to save $100, and I'm going to buy this painting from you. I swear I will buy this painting from you. And he kept it. He guarded it. He didn't sell it to anybody. And I diligently and moved to the United States. I built my life and I got a job. After 6 months, I established in the United States and I had my job, and I called them. I said, you know, I have a salary now and I'm earning in dollars. My salary at the time was like $32,000 as a software engineer. Imagine, like they were still like a little bit exploiting me, but my hourly rate was like $14 an hour. But that was what my salary was. But that compared to 200, I was rich. So I said, I have it. I have the money, so I can buy that painting. And that was the first painting I bought from Mario. And now I have all these things. That painting is now worth a lot more than that. And for me, it's a treasure. For all my paintings are my biggest treasure. I am very happy and joyful when I'm around the paintings, and I miss my paintings when I'm in Paris. So I'm very happy to be surrounded by my paintings. So this is one story of like, you have to have a goal. You have this vision that you want it so bad, and then you want to work for it. And then once you achieve that goal, and once you reach the moment where you have the resource to obtain or to live an experience or to have or to give something that you really, really, really want, and then you have it with you, and then you experience of the satisfaction of being able to have worked hard enough, have achieved something, and then gotten something just as simple as $100 painting. For you, maybe not be much, but for me was a lot, especially from a painter like Mario. Why? Because Mario is and was the best abstract artist of the whole country. And he was very, very, very famous. He is very famous. And when people had a La Barca in their house, was like, you have a La Barca. In my hometown, oh my God, the people would have one La Barca. If they were rich, maybe they had two, but one La Barca in your house is like, wow. So I was so privileged to have this La Barca, small La Barca in my house. And then with years, with the money that I was earning and everything, I started buying more and more and more and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now I have over 13 La Barcas. Over 13 La Barca. La Barca is his last name, and La Barca means the ship. The ship has definitely sailed from Venezuela, my hometown Maracaibo, to United States. I brought his paintings. Some of his paintings are now in Greece, are everywhere in the world. Thanks to my transition from Venezuela to United States, I've exposed some people to his paintings, and now they have it. And I'm so proud that I've helped them and have helped people feel joyful when they see these beautiful paintings. I wish I could have bought every single one, in fact, but I didn't buy them all. I would have a gallery full of La Barca paintings, but I love my paintings. I want you to have some of his paintings. So you can go Mario Arte y Vida, and you can go order some of the paintings from him. It's beautiful, and it's one of the best, the most renowned plastic artist, abstract art from Venezuela. He has won numerous awards in Venezuela and worldwide. And I'm very proud to be his friend and to have him as a sponsor of my whole week here in Songversation. So now I'm going to sing to you another song that I wanted to share. And the reason I want to sing this song, because this is I know this is hard times. I know this is uncertain times. I know this is all very difficult right now for you, but you see I'm smiling. You see I'm pushing forward. Yesterday I talked to you about rise up, levántense, levántense. Sigan su vida, sigan su pasiones, sigan su propósito. Follow your purpose, dig, work hard, and get motivated and continue going, pushing forward. And you have to smile. The more you smile despite the adversity, like you see, oh, you want to push me down? I smile to life. And you want to push my finances down? I smile and you push harder. And life is oppressing, doesn't matter, and you smile and you push harder. I'm sick, you smile and you push harder. So I'm going to sing to you Smile from Charles Chaplin, which was one of his only compositions, one of his few compositions that made it to a standard in the jazz world. Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through. For you, light up your face with gladness, hide every single trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use in crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Smile. Smile despite the adversity. Smile despite the uncertainty. Smile despite all the oppression, all the injustice, and all the differences. Smile, because smiling wins the hearts of people. When somebody is pushing you, somebody is hurting you, just smile and know that you got this. Know that you can go forward. Know that things are going to change. Know that you can change. Know that you will not regret your past. Know that things are going to be different. Know that this is not a new normal. Know that this is not a new world. This is the world, and this is your world. And with your smile, you're going to conquer the world, your own surroundings, your own life, your own success. So smile. Smile because it's contagious. Smile because that shows love. Smile because it throws away your joy. The joy that you have inside that you want other people to feel. When you want other people to feel joy and you feel peace and you feel love and feel solidarity and feel justice, show that justice, show that smile, show that peace, show that love. And they will feel it. Maybe they will resist it. Maybe they're not ready, but show it anyway. Show it. Let them see the love, the effort, the care, the servitude. Let them see that in you so that they can see their mirror. You can reflect a mirror onto their faces and they can see themselves, because we're all the same. We're all together. We're all united by this beautiful heart, beautiful spirit that unites all humans. And we can be a mirror of that beauty inside for other people. Let them see themselves in you. They say that when you are in alignment with God's spirit, when you are in alignment with God's reflection, when you are in alignment that you don't find God, that God sees himself in you and then transfigures in you. You know, that thing that's a stigmata or something that you've heard in maybe some of the exorcist movies and some of the scary movies. Well, actually, it's just that God is reflecting on you. When you reflect God reflects on you, and then that people can see God in you, can see the beauty of life in you, the love, the peace, the justice, the smile. So smile is very powerful. When you go outside, I know we have masks. We can smile with a mask, but you can also like lift it and smile. I don't know, do something, smile. It's very important. When you see a customer, just smile at them. When in a sales, you can go and smile. It's really hard, I know, to smile during these times. It's really hard not to cry when you see the injustice and to see the rage. But go in peace. Go. You can protest with a smile. When you protest with a smile and with love, you're going to get that. You're going to get that. When you go, you don't go with anger. You don't go with fear. You don't go with any of that. You go with a smile, with the joy of life, with the love of life. We have so many biases and so many things that we judge, and we take so many sides because of the different biases that we have in our life. But we don't have to. We can change those biases. We can change the bias against this or against that. There's no color. We didn't choose to be born in a particular color. We were just born in whatever color. I'm brown, I'm white for the blacks, I'm I'm white or maybe brown or maybe whatever. Like, I don't know what even I am. When I did my genetic test, in fact, I have all the different genes. I think I can pull it up. And I have, it turns out I did it on purpose because I wanted to confirm what I always knew, which was that I am every single race, every single religion, every single thing. And if I can find it here, there you go. There. So I didn't even know, and I'm like a quarter French. I was born in Venezuela. Like both my parents were born in Venezuela. But I have family, I have, turns out I have like European, I have Native American, of course, I have Irish, like 44% Irish, like the Scottish and Irish. And I have from the Congo, from Cameroon, and from Benin, and from the Basque, and from Ivory Coast, from Ghana, and from Russia. I even have like 1% Russian, like who would have known? And even like 2% Swedish. Like what is that? Why? Because the Vikings came to Venezuela. In fact, they came to my town and they actually were conquered. The people mix and mix and mix. So I have a Swedish gene as well. And from Senegal and North Africa and Nigeria, a lot, like more than 7% from Africa. So I'm African and I'm Native Indian and I'm European and and I'm British and French and Spanish and all kinds of stuff. So who cares? I can be any of that. I know I have family from my ancestors that are Jewish, and I know I have family that I have Middle Eastern ancestors, and I know family that I have Catholic, and I have all the religions, all the blood is mixed with everything. The Venezuelans, we are such a mix of everything. The DNA just confirmed that I'm just everything. So why would you judge, the color of the skin or anything? You don't have to. Just me. When I went to France, I felt a little better in the races. I've experienced racism here in the United States, a lot of it. A lot of judgment because of the way you look. In France, I felt a little different. I didn't see that much. I felt a little bit like I could be a French person from the eyes of anybody because they're so mixed. They mixed a lot. But we don't have to. We don't have to judge by the things that we see. We're all in our hearts the same thing. We're humans. We have a loving heart. We have blood. We have kidneys. We have lungs. We have brain. We have skin. We have bones. We have the same. We're all human. That's a human race. We're all one human family. So smile. Know what we share. Know all the things that we do. We're all humans. We all love each other. There's nothing. The only potential that you have that is better than the other one. The only potential is what you can give. Your effort that you can give every day is the effort is going to show. The effort, that's the only thing. How much effort do you put every day to learn, to serve, to produce? How much effort do you put? Do you wake up early even if you don't like it? I just wanted to share that a little bit of that because we are in a time of hopelessness, we're in a time of uncertainty, we're in a time of fear, we're in a time, but we don't have to take that as our reality. We can change our reality. We can make our own economy. We can make our own surroundings and our own bubble, so to speak, until we can go out there and do the best effort that we can and generate all the abundance, live the life that we want to deserve. But you have to know, for me, one of the things that I teach is to live your dreams right now. And how do you live your dreams right now? When you appreciate life, when you live life like this is your last day. I was just in a webinar with JT that I shared on Facebook. Go to my Facebook and go and see and watch that with this amazing artist, Frank. And I was just reflecting on it, and I was sharing the message that sometimes we're faced with mortality with this COVID. We've been faced with many things. I faced my mortality in my early 30s with cancer, and even though when I came from Venezuela to the United States, I didn't face my mortality, but I felt the gratitude of like, oh my God, I'm so privileged. And I had that feeling of being so privileged to be able to live here and not there. So strong that allowed me to enjoy every second of my life, to feel like every day I was living the dream. And when I faced cancer and I survived it, and when I faced the fear of my own mortality in a very early age, I became even more grateful and more aware of my present living, and more aware and I felt more gratitude and more desire to live as much as I could, to live to the fullest, to live as intense as I could, to take a lot of risks that I didn't care, that money didn't care, the thing that I'm going to put all my eggs in my life, and I'm going to live as intense as I could. And I became a triathlete, and I was waking up at 4 a.m. and training from 4 to 5. And then I was having breakfast and then preparing for work. And I would work from 7 to 5. And then I would eat in the lunch. And that from 5 to 6, I would go home and eat, feed my cat. And then at 6:30, I would go to rehearsal every single day for my choir from 6 to 8 p.m. And then after 8 p.m., I would go and have some more food and then prepared for my dance class or my dance team to dance 3 times a week in my dance team, my choreographed dance team 3 times a week. If I wasn't dancing, then I was dancing on my own, where my amazing Latin American musicians and Latin jazz musicians in Boston were playing very close to me. I would dance until 2, go back to bed, 1 or 2, wake up again, 4 o'clock, go to bike, swim at dawn for 1 mile, bike 10 miles. Insane. I lived so intensely because every second meant, every second I could live, every second I could give my life. I could give my life every second. I can enjoy because I was alive. I'm not going to waste a single time. There's no time to waste. After 40 years old, I learned how to bike and I started to do triathlons. It was incredible. I was like, I felt so, the more I did, people saw my change in my body. My thighs became like triathlete thighs. I never had really strong thighs. And after doing the spinning and the triathlon and everything, my thighs became really strong. People saw the change. My community of gospel choir people, the African American community that is so affected by diabetes and overweight and all the different things that happens in that community, they started to look up to me, asking me and telling me, I started running. How did you lose weight? How did you become strong? Be an example and live your life to the fullest, because you don't know who you're going to inspire. And then after that, and I was performing and I was traveling and I didn't care. I spent whatever I need to have to spend. And then I helped other people. I donated. I went to the hospital. I cared for the people that were in the hospital going through surgeries or cancer and everything. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to live in France because I want to disrupt my life, because this is like stagnant. Now I can do this. And now what? I've achieved everything. I have my luxury car, my Mercedes car. I had 3. I've been having overcar, Mercedes car, my German car, my luxury condo. Everything was great. And then I moved to France. I moved to France to disrupt everything. I wanted to learn a new language. Move to a place without knowing the language. I learned how to speak French. I learned how to be in a place where I didn't know anybody. I moved there. I saw the new culture. I absorbed everything. I grew to learn and love that culture. I got so many beautiful new friends. I joined a gospel choir. I started singing. I produced some CDs. I won an award. I recorded 2 CDs over there, albums. 2 albums. I published them. I wrote a cooking book. I published it. Everything. I disrupted my life. I knew that I had to change my life, change the environment, change the things. We have been forced to change our environment from work to all of a sudden work from home, and now we're forced again to change our environment. Use this to ignite your life. Use this to change, because when we stay stagnant, then nothing changes, and change is what actually moves all the blood, moves all the juices and your brain and everything, and inspires you to do everything. And guess what? You're going to grow. You're going to change. You're going to be better. Let me see. And it's fantastic when you do a change. And so that change, and then I started going back and forth in the United States and France for 5 years, to the point that I was more there than here. And I did more real estate investments, and I grew bigger until something happened and everything went to 0. But here I am lifting, getting back up again. And we learn when we fall down and we get back up. It's not when we fall, it's how we get up. How we get up is how we measure our success. Do we get up every single time? You know, I've fallen from divorce, from moving to a new country, from surviving cancer, moving again to a new country in France, coming back here, back to zero, COVID, no income from my properties, zero-based thinking again, and have to reinvent my life. But all the different connections and the network and the friends that I have met that have inspired me, the new people that have inspired me, my coaches, JT, Jay, have given me some tools, some strategies, and a helping hand and accountability and a way to get out of every situation, get up and get out and inspire. Push me to do this, and I've now created a Songversation every single day without musicians, because no musicians wanted to come here, no musicians wanted to trust and do anything or collaborate. So I did it on my own. So what? I did it on my own. So I'm singing and I'm coaching, and this is what I wanted to do. Sing and coach and give you this and inspire you with my singing, inspire with my coaching, and help you succeed and give you tools on how to make your business and your life and all the processes that you have, and optimize your life with strategies and tools to make the most of your day, because I have put all my effort and all my seconds in living to the fullest since I was a little kid. Living to the fullest as much as I could after the cancer, after I went to France, absorbing everything as much, like I was like a little kid, like for the first time, awakening to life. That's how you have to be. Smile, awaken to life, like every day is a new chance to live life to the fullest. It's a new chance to live life to the fullest. It's a new chance to do something good. It's a new chance to fight and go forward. It's a new chance to get up and go out there. It's a new chance to push, and one step after the other, one step after the other. Doesn't matter who's against, doesn't matter who is attacking, doesn't matter how much injustice, doesn't matter about economy, doesn't matter about politics, doesn't matter about anything. Just keep on pushing forward, reflect, and get up, and be centered. Collect yourself, get information, reach out to someone. Try to get accountability. Reach out to me. You can send me a message. I have lots of different resources available for you in my page at www.chacin.com/COVID-19. You can go there, and I have free discovery consultation. I have meditation CDs that I've created at the beginning. I launched that CD as well. It's called the 7 Steps, 7 Meditations to Live Your Dreams. I have a program also called Live Your Dreams. That is a 2-month program. Every week you get a coaching, and every week you get a coaching session, a video, and some follow-up with me, calls. I have books that I've created for you to get healthier, with some recipes, and I'm actually adding some new recipes. You can get this in Amazon. I have books with photography that you can get inspired with beautiful photographs of the beautiful flowers that I've taken pictures of with inspirational and motivational quotes. You can also get that in Amazon. So I've done so much stuff. You can do it the same way. I've created this Songversation every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday, and every Saturday, like today, 1 hour. I do this to help you, to serve you, to give, because that's what I've been called for. I realized very early on, and especially after the cancer, that I am called to serve, that I am called to give an example and to show people everything that they need to know to live their dreams like I've lived mine over and over again. I left Venezuela, a country that is in the shambles right now. My family is suffering. They chose not to leave, and they are suffering. It's very limited. They can barely see these conversations, in fact, because the internet is so slow. So they can barely even see what I do. It's very, very slow. Nonetheless, I'm still trying to get them to see something, if they want to. But it's very hard. But I got out of that situation, and now here I'm in the most amazing country of the world, even if you don't want to believe it. It's the country that has given me all the wealth and the information and the strength to move on and carry on. And I'm very grateful for it. I'm an American citizen. I'm very proud to be an American. Even though I was born in Venezuela, I'm very proud to be an American. I've lived everywhere in the world. I've lived in Europe, I've lived in London, I've lived in France, in Paris, and I've lived here, and I lived in Venezuela, and I can tell you I'm very proud to be here, and I'm very proud to be an American. But it also is because I've made the effort to have a good life. I know that it's not the same opportunity that I've had that other people have had. But you can say that it's even worse because in Venezuela, there was no chance. There was no chance that a person like me, born from a woman that was born as a twin baby in a shack over a lagoon where there was no septic system. It was a shack. Imagine being born over a shack. And I'll show you later the hut, the kinds of huts. Let me see if I can find it here. He was born in the lagoon of Sinamaica. And these are the kind of huts. I'll show you. There you go. I'm going to show you the huts where my mom was born. Yeah. Hold on one second. I'm going to show you the huts where my mom was born. And how there was no chance. Here, I'm going to show you where my mother was born. She was born in these kind of huts. If you go to Facebook or YouTube or Periscope or Twitch, you can see these huts. She was born in one of these huts that don't have anything, don't have kitchen, don't have anything. Very, 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 very poor. And her mom gave birth in the hut. And she was born in actually that hut as a twin baby. And the other baby died because of lack of medical assistance. My mom survived out of two babies that didn't have medical care. My grandmother gave birth without doctor care. Let me see if I can show here on Instagram. This is the hut. Can you see? This is the hut where my mom was born. And she was born here with no medical assistance, and the other baby died. But yet, she survived, and she had me. And they moved to the land. This is the lagoon, and they moved to the land. And she met my dad, who is a doctor. And he also was living in a very, very, very poor condition with many other brothers. And he was the oldest, and he took care of the whole family. They were all boys, like many, many boys, 8 and 1 girl. And he was the father, and I'm born from this union, my mom and my dad. So how come a person that comes from that lagoon with nothing, where the twin sister actually died, is now in the United States? And how come you have this privilege? Because my parents, actually, they were cooking, and they were doing, my grandparents, my grandma, she was cooking food, and she would sell the food to eat, to have food for their family. And my dad and my grandma, they were also like trying to do things, like very, 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 very poor, like extreme poverty, extreme poverty. Brown people, not privileged people. And my dad, according to my grandma, my dad used to not eat for days and study to be summa cum laude in his profession and to graduate summa cum laude in his medical thing. And he would spend days without eating, studying, so that he could be the best in his class. And then he became a professor, and he became a tutor and everything. And that effort, I grew up seeing that. And I grew up seeing the effort. And my mom was also, at the time, like one of the few women that were working. She didn't even finish high school. She graduated as a half in the second year of high school. She finished to be a secretary. And she worked for a life insurance. It was one of the few women that were working in the 40s and the 30s. And she said that she was the one that bought the first bedroom set to my grandma. She was the one that bought the first phone line from my grandma because she was working. So I saw that and I heard these stories growing up. So my dad always told me, you have to work hard. You cannot be dependent on any man. You have to be very strong. You have to work and work and work. That was the mentality of my dad. So we made a lot of effort. There was no chance that there was no way I had a chance. But all that effort paid off. I studied, I worked hard, I would wake up in the morning for school. I would wake up at 4 because my bus, I was the furthest from the school. There's a private school my dad put me on, all nuns private school. He made all his effort to pay for it. Not because he was wealthy, but he made the sacrifice to give me the best education that he thought it could be. And my bus that picked me up, the transportation would pick me up at 5 because I was the further one from the school. So I would be from 5 to 6, it picked me up at 5:45. So I would have to wake up at 5 to get ready, have breakfast, and go to the school. So we would spend a long time picking because I was one of the first ones, I think the third or the second in that bus. And then they would pick all the girls up and then take me to school, and where we would pray every morning, sing every morning. And then I would be trained, in all the different science and everything. And I was also one of the best students in the school. But all that effort, that waking up very early, I knew that if I woke up at 4, I could retain better. So I would wake up at 4 sometimes to study for the test. So I would wake up at 4, study, and go. So I was used to this, like very, very strong routine. And I worked, did my homework every day. Nobody had to push me to do the homework. I was very studious and very hardworking because I knew that I wanted to be good. I wanted to work and do the right thing and work hard. I loved working hard. Till now, I love doing it. I have no days off. I don't like the days off. Never in my life, never. Weekends, I'm a singer, so full time. On the week, I would work full time. I didn't care. I don't care about days off. Like, yes, I have some days where I enjoy and I go kite surfing and I go to the beach and I go this and I go that and I go to the movies. Yes, but the concept of having, okay, I'm gonna break for 2 days and do nothing. I can't do that. I have to do something. France actually slowed me down a little because I needed that slow down to kind of pace and enjoy and see life in a different way, where I would just go walk in the park and see the flowers and take it in and nourish myself from that, and then write and reflect. But there are seasons for everything. There are seasons for all the things. There's the winter season, there's fall season, there's summer season, and there's spring season. And right now, what season are you? I learned that from another coach, that we can evaluate the season. Sometimes you don't have to be judgmental in the period of life that we are. Life is not the same. Life always changes. Sometimes you're in the season of investing and learning and learning and learning and learning. And then another season, you're in the season of acting and selling and producing. Another season, you are in the harvest season where you're recovering. And then another season, you are in building and nourishing to prepare for another season, right? So it's just like nature. We're in different seasons. Like when you're a child, you're in a different season than when you're a teenager. And you're in a different season when you're in the 50s and you're in the 40s and the 30s. So know that life is always changing. Right now, whatever season you are, know that you can do everything and that you can take that season and take it in. Don't be so judgmental of yourself, of the season that you are, and identify the season that you are and take advantage of it and use it to live to the fullest, to enjoy life, to be grateful for the breath. We can breathe. Some people can't breathe, right? George Floyd couldn't breathe, but we can take it. Coronavirus actually takes away the breath as well. How interesting. Life wants to teach us something. Life wants to teach us something about the breath, something about the air, clean air, maybe pollution, alternative energy. Breathe. Take it in. Oxygen actually is so much good for your life. So breathe. Take it in. Take in life. Breathe deeply because you can. Right now you can. At home or in a protest. Take it in and breathe. It's very, very important. We can breathe. I can breathe. I can breathe and tell this to you. Breathe with me. I want to sing, lastly, this song. I know we've gone a little bit over. I want to sing this song before we leave. I want to leave you with imagine, and you can sing this with me. Songs are powerful, and songs are inspirational. So please sing with me if you want to. Please sing if you're able. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, and above only sky. Imagine there's all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Ooh. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday we'll join us, and the world will see us one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Ooh. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday we'll join us, and the world will be as one. Oh, you may say I'm a dreamer, oh, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Thank you so much, everybody, to tune in on Instagram, Periscope, Facebook, my profile, my Facebook page, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a comment, engage, and tell me, hit the like button if you like it. And please reply to all the messages. Leave me a message, send me a message. I'm here to serve. If you want to be coached by me, send me, I give a free consultation, initial free consultation. Go to my page, automateyoursuccesscoaching.com. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Next time will be on Tuesday, another at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I see you soon on Tuesday. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for listening. Thank you for, if you're watching this on the replay, thank you for watching it again. Share it, comment. And I appreciate every one of you. I hope you got some message out of this. I hope you change your life. I hope you take a breath and live to the fullest and be strong. You can do it. No fear, no regret. Just go for it. Life is yours. You have a chance. You have an opportunity. Be well. Be all of yourself.